everybody, it's Mika TTC. It is cycle 6. It is day 10. And my eyes look a little puffy because, yes, I've been crying. Why have I been crying? It's only cycle day 10. Well, as I explained to you all, I plan to do a home insemination this cycle because my RE is vacationing. Okay, so I wasn't prepared to do one this cycle. I spent last weekend deciding exactly how I was going to do the home insemination, buying my preparatory materials, and just having everything here and trying to be prepared. So here I am at the point where I have everything that I need, with the exception of the sperm, and just waiting for my surge to start building, and contemplating ordering the sperm and when they have the tank here and all that good stuff. Well, my acupuncturist put me on some new herbs. Well, let me take some time to explain what I plan to do this cycle. So, this being a home insemination cycle, there's no stimulation with medicines. So, in my research, I found soy isoflavones. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Oops. Oh no, knock that pill over. Alright. So soy isoflavones. Hopefully that's not backwards, right? This is the brand I bought off of Amazon. So, soy isoflavones is referred to in the TTC community as a natural version of Clomid. Now, I've never been prescribed Clomid, but I figured I'd take it. Now, what they say is soy isoflavones is about half as potent as Clomid, so you have to take double the amount. So, from what I can tell, the initial dosage of Clomid is 50 milligrams. So I took 40 milligrams, 100 milligrams or close to 100 milligrams of the soy isoflavones. Now this particular kind has 40 milligrams of soy isoflavones per capsule. So I actually took 3. So that makes 120, which is, 60 milligrams of Clomid or whatever. So I took that, and you take it just like you take Clomid. So I took mine on cycle days 3 through 7, and I took it at night. I had no side effects whatsoever. Towards the end of cycle day 7, I started to feel kind of bloaty, a little heavy in my uterus. So I just figured maybe that was a result of the soy. So, as you know, I've also been taking serapeptase to help unblock my tubes. This is the brand I've been taking. I went to taking my 4 times dose. I mentioned in a previous video that I was taking 4 times the suggested amount on the bottle. I'm not a doctor. You don't have to do what I'm doing. This is just what I'm doing. However, my research has said that you cannot overdose on serapeptase. And I'm just really trying to unblock my tubes. I have not had any bad side effects from the serapeptase. Only thing I would say is I have probably a little bit more tingling sensation around my fibroid surgery scar, but that's what this does. it eats away at scar tissue, so I'm guessing that's where the sensitivity is coming from. I've been doing my casserole packs as well as my fertility massage since cycle day 4, 5, maybe cycle day 5, just to make sure that all this, because I still had some light spotting after my cycle day 3. My periods are only 3 days, so I still had some light spotting, so I started my castor packs and self-fertility massage on cycle day 5. So my acupuncturist quite happy for me to be doing a home insemination where I'm not being stimulated, so she feels like she can pump me full of all the herbs that she can. So I'm on a new herb formula that I just started on, what's today, 10? I just started on, like, today's Saturday. These just came on Thursday night, so I just started it Thursday night. So she orders them. They're a special formula. They're made out of a herb place out of New York, and they're shipped to me. And it's a special formula. It says to unblock the channels and warm the uterus. That's if this isn't backwards. I hope this isn't backwards. Okay, so I'm supposed to take 6 capsules 3 times a day, and I'm already late for taking this today now because it's been a very upsetting morning. So anyway, I took my first dose Thursday night, which was cycle day 8, and then I took a full day's worth yesterday, cycle day 9. So this morning I get up at 6:30. My basal temp took a dip yesterday, and I was about the same temperature today that I was yesterday. It is what it is. Yesterday morning was the first sign of egg white cervical mucus. It was very thick, so kind of hard to tell whether it was sticky or egg white. And then I didn't see any more mucus wiping the rest of yesterday. So this morning, I'm going to take my OBK, and I'm going to take the strip, and the urine isn't even across the strip, and the test line is like dark, just like that. And I'm like, you're kidding me, because yesterday it was nothing. Absolutely nothing. And today it is the strongest peak I have ever seen in my life. Like, even with HCG trigger, it's the strongest peak. I'm going to insert a picture here. Okay. So you can see it basically went from nothing to peak in 24 hours. No build up, no nothing. Now, my acupuncturist told me that I could expect my ovulation to come sooner than normal, thanks to the herbs. I don't know if the soy has helped to prep my follicles a little sooner either. I don't know. This totally unexpected. I mean, it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. I thought my biggest issue was going to be trying to ship a tank during Thanksgiving week and planning that appropriately, without trying to spend extra money. I was actually planning on ordering my tank on Monday and having it arriving on Wednesday. In the event that I would ovulate, or get my peak either Thanksgiving or even get a peak on Wednesday. So, my natural ovulation is cycle days 18, 19. However, coming off the hormones of a medicated IUI, I've always ovulated sooner than that. And then with the medicated IUI, and trigger shot, peak has been as early as cycle day 11. So, Fertility Friend, which is my favorite app out of all of them, it's a toss up between when I will ovulate because of the medicated cycles and all of that. So it was saying basically I was probably going to ovulate somewhere between cycle day 11 and cycle day 15. I guess it's right about 11 because today is cycle day 10 and I'm peaking, so I'm probably going to ovulate tomorrow. Unfortunately, today is Saturday and there's no way for me to get a tank even if I paid extra money on Sunday. So the earliest I can get a tank is on Monday, which would be too late if I ovulate tomorrow. I have sat here for the last 3 hours, literally, because it is 9:42 a.m. now. I got up at 6:30 because that's what time I take my basal temps. I have been debating for literally the last 2.5, 3 hours whether I should call my cryobank, who is 3 hours behind me, so it is only 6:42 there. I've been debating whether I should order this tank just in case this is a longer peak than normal, because I don't know if the herbs are making this peak come on or not. In the event that there's a slight chance that I could still do an insemination on Monday. But I have now run the gambit on everything that could possibly go wrong, and I've decided it's just too much of a risk. So now I need to sit it out. Why is it too much of a risk? Well, it's Thanksgiving week, which means Thursday is Thanksgiving. Today is Saturday. I will be ordering today. Normal shipment is 2 days, 2 business days. That is $220. If I were to call them today to have a shipment by Monday, it will come by 12 p.m. on Monday with a Saturday delivery. It will cost me $285. Not a big difference from the $220 that it would normally cost me, but $285. Now, the vial itself, we know I got for free. These are now my free vials. So the vial isn't costing me anything. However, I mentioned also in a previous video that my donor is retired from the system, and I've recently been on the cryobank site. His vials are officially sold out, and there is no expectation of new vials coming in. So the 4 free vials that I just won are the last vials I have of my perfect donor, as I explained in this video. So, knowing that these are the only 4 vials that I will ever have of this donor, and that this is Thanksgiving week, and that I will most likely ovulate tomorrow, getting the vial even on Monday morning is most likely too late. Here are the risk factors. The fact that I received the vial, I feel I would be compelled to use it on the off chance that I had a sliver of time for those spermies to get there and me with the egg. On the off chance. That's a risk, because I'm most likely going to ovulate tomorrow and my egg would be dead by the time I would even be able to get the sperm in there, but I would still feel compelled. This is the craziness that lives in my head. The other concern that I have is, even if I knew that it was too late and I didn't use the vial, I am able to send the vial back. However, the cryobank is only guaranteeing the tank for 5 days, 5 days from the time that it is shipped. So that means it would ship today. It would be in transit tomorrow. It would get to me Monday. If I were to ship the tank back even if when I signed for the delivery that I sent it back with the driver who's dropping it off, it would be in his truck all day. It would not get shipped until Tuesday. It is a 2-day delivery, which means Wednesday. It will not arrive at the cryobank until Thursday, which is Thanksgiving. That's the end of my 5 days. And that is Thanksgiving, and they are closed. Closed. So I could pretty much expect, oh, actually, it probably wouldn't even get delivered on Thursday. It would probably get delivered on Friday because that's Thanksgiving. Which means that's now 6 days. And my vial is now damaged or potentially damaged because the tank wouldn't have enough juice to stay cold enough. And I wouldn't know. There'd be no way for me to know. They would put that vial back into my personal inventory. Pardon me. No way for me to know whether this, whether the sperm is damaged or not. That is way too much of a risk. Money aside, even if I had to pay for the vial, it is way too much of a risk considering that my donor doesn't have any more for me to buy. So, just like that, lickety split, this cycle's over. The cycle's over. The puffy eyes from the crying earlier is because this is so hard. This is so hard. And I feel like I cannot catch a break. I cannot catch a break. It has been a rough 3 weeks at work. A rough 3 weeks. A lot going on. A lot of work. Not particularly stressful, but just a lot to do and not a lot of time. I guess that is stressful. And, you know, I was excited to not have to run back and forth to doctor's appointments this cycle, and still be able to try. I just feel like, you know, this being cycle 6, I'm officially 6 months into this journey, and it's taking its toll on me. I feel like everything in my life is such a fight and a struggle, and I just cannot catch a break. Anything that I ever want for myself is always such a fight. It's been my whole life. And this isn't a BFN, but it is just as upsetting. And the fact that not having that tank here was a huge blaring reminder that I'm trying to become a single mom by choice. Because if I had a husband, if I had a partner, that peak wouldn't have mattered, because I could have baby danced today and everything would have been fine. Right? But, it just reminded me how alone I really am. Not you ladies, not everybody else that was going through this cycle, but it just reminded me how alone I really am in this process. And this process being so much of a fight, and it was completely out of my control, but it's just another fight with my body, and everything that's going on. Can I blame the herbs that the acupuncturist gave me this time around? Maybe. Can I blame coming off the hormones from last cycle? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe nothing can be blamed. This is just happening the way it's supposed to happen. But it is a struggle and a fight nonetheless. And I had to talk with one of my best friends this morning, and she could only be so sympathetic with me. And that was another reminder that there's nobody close to me in my life that can even comprehend what I'm going through right now. Stressful work schedule. Taking BBTs, trying to take them at the same time every morning. OPKs and trying to monitor those medicines, injections, waiting, natural remedies for my blocked tubes. Just month after month. This is hard. This is so hard. And it's just, for me, it's just one more thing that I have to fight. And I know that anything worth having is fighting for. But this is so hard. I really commend you ladies out there, like Arlette, who's now subscribed to me. Hey lady. Hope you're doing well. I really commend you. I mean, I really commend you and Boston Girl and all you other ladies who I've been watching and catching up with who finally got your BFPs. I commend you for your perseverance in this journey, because 6 months in, I can't imagine a year or 2 years. Like Arlette, I really commend you ladies. This is hard, having to do this with donor sperm, not having a partner, trying to get this timing just right, only having one chance every month. This is so hard. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not as hard as a woman who has a partner, who has the chance to try multiple chances every month, but one chance. You get one shot at this every month. This is so hard. And it's just so much. And I think, as upset as I was this morning, I am so upset. I am angry. I am sad. I am overwhelmed with how hard this is. It's so much emotion at once, and I don't know if it's hormone. I don't know if it's those freaking herbs. I'm angry and sad and delirious all at the same time. I don't want to quit either. Oh, this is so weird. I don't want to quit. I have my drive for wanting to do this is so high right now, and it's probably why I am so emotional about this right now. There's so much emotion, and I just think it's important to share, because I know a lot of you ladies don't want to cry on camera, but I think it's important that anybody who's thinking about this journey or is curious about women who go through this journey, they need to know. Like, I mean, for all you women who go through it, you thank you so much for your support, and thank you for your comments, and thank you for reminding me that this is not for wimps, and I don't, as strong as a lot of you have been saying that I am, and all that I've been through, especially in the last year. And I've been emotional for the last couple of days, because in a couple of weeks, it'll have been 1 year since I lost my sister as well. So this is just a very emotional time for me in general. I know how strong you have to be to go through this. But as strong as we feel going through this, as strong as those from the outside looking in think that we are, or feel that we are, we do not feel strong in these moments. We do not feel strong in these moments. There is a drive to want this and to fight for this. But you just don't feel strong in these moments. And that's it. I meant for this to be a short video. I'm already 25 minutes in. I just don't feel strong in this moment. I don't. I feel like the lessons in patience are still upon me. Story of my life. This is another fight that I have to go through. Another fight that I can persevere in. I plan to persevere in. I do want to take this as far as I can. I have not reached my limit here. I have not reached the end of this journey, but oh man, is it hard. It is hard. I don't even know. I mean, it's just so hard when you don't have people with you who can really comprehend all that you go through. The juggling and the doctor's appointments and everything. It's hard. It's so difficult. And I have a lot of supportive people around me, but they cannot comprehend this. They just can't. You cannot comprehend this if you have not gone through it. There is no way. There is no way. I have been watching the videos and I've just been saying how I cannot imagine going through a year, 2 years, and here I am 6 months in. I'm 6 months in and I still can't imagine a year, 2 years. And the time goes by fast, but it goes by so slow. It speeds up and slows down. It speeds up and slows down. It's so unreal. What happens? But this is a nervous laugh. I'm still upset. This is a nervous laugh. It's kind of that laugh to keep from crying, but I'm already crying. So I'm not even, it's just this, oh man, just like that. Cycle's over. Today's it, just like that. But I'd much rather sit it out than risk wasting the vial. And the money's not even an issue. It's the vial that's an issue. And I'd much rather sit it out than waste the vial. So I am sitting it out. I have determined that it is 9:59 a.m. I determined that before even getting on the video, but I'm just going to sit this cycle out. Oh, it's so upsetting. Oh, it's so upsetting. But yeah. Yeah. So, I'm still on my weight loss kick. I guess I get to use what's left of this month to work out hard instead of taking it easy. I am back on it. I took my 2 weeks. As I mentioned, I took my 2 weeks to take a break, and I am back at it. So, I guess I'm gonna go take some frustration out on the treadmill. And as I said that, I am getting some stingy sensation on my left side around my ovary. That's definitely ovulation prep. It's on my left side. It's not on the right side. guess I can be happy for that. That it's on the left side, and that's the black side anyway, right? So there's a silver lining. I'm trying to find the silver lining in missing the cycle. I really am. I'm struggling to find it right now. But I guess I get to. It's been such a rough last couple of weeks. I haven't worked out at all last week. But now is a good time for me to take some frustration out on the treadmill and get a walk in and try to woosah a little bit. But I am upset. I am upset about this. This is hard, and I am upset. Alright, ladies, 30 minutes in. I'm sorry this was so long. I'm so sorry. But, I guess I will see you all again, in my next video. Sticky baby dust to everyone, TTC, and bye-bye. Thanks for watching.